Welcome to a live stream, or anyone. I kinda got the umbrella. I mean, it ain't too awful bad, but I don't want to get wet. Excuse me. Yeah, it's coming down. So if you come on, please say howdy to me. There's a reason why I'm doing the live stream here at Mayland Cemetery in Cumberland County, Tennessee. There's a good reason why I'm doing it today, and in the rain. I wasn't gonna do nothing in the rain, but it's somebody's birthday today that's buried here, and I got to pay tribute to that person, which is my uncle. He passed away 2 months ago tomorrow. I think I got that right. Yep, 2 months ago tomorrow. He passed away. Jay Bird, what's up, brother? You doing okay? I'm holding the umbrella and I got y'all on the stick. So yeah, not a whole lot. I got my claim going on, Jay Bird, about my disability. That's why I was trying to call you the other day so I could fill you in on what I did. I think that was Sunday. I tried calling you. And then I think I did again yesterday. So I was trying to give you the ups of what was going on. Yep. Well, we're going to be getting rain all week from what the weather forecast is saying. I got a temporary disability. Like when you're hurt or you have to have surgery, a layoff kind of deal. So that won't go into effect for 8 to 10 days. Yeah. So I won't get paid for 8 to 10 days. And it's a claim, so they could turn me down, but I don't know why. I pay it my own self. I pay it every week for if something like this was to happen. So I don't see how they can turn me down when the doctors excused it and wrote a bunch of stuff about it. So, boy, I hope I ain't like Mary Poppins here in a little bit. The winds are picking up. Here I got a big old umbrella. It might just blow us away. I'm not Mary, so if I start flying, I don't know what they'd call me. Yeah, he was. He was giving me crap. He said I'd only be off of work a week. My doctor said a week. You'll be off longer than that. You'll be off about 6 to 7 weeks. Hi, baby. Miss Sidesteppin is on. My wife. She changed her name from Miss Kim so everybody would realize that we were married. Yep, I'm doing a live stream in the rain with your umbrella covering me. But today is would have been my uncle's birthday. He's buried here. We're gonna walk over there. You know how I feel about that. But I got to pay respect to my uncle on his birthday. But his new birthday is the day that he passed. His heavenly birthday. I always say when the person passes, they don't have no more birthdays here on earth because their body is not growing no more. So, well, they say that the hair still grows. For a while, I guess. They got a picture. But when you pass, I always say that you have a new birthday. The day that that person passes, then I celebrate their birthday, their heavenly birthday. Does that make sense to anybody? So like, subscribe, share. I'm not done yet, but you know. And I'll get videos out this week. Sometime this week I got to edit. Jaybird, you working today? Woo-wee. I might be like Mary Poppins in a little bit with this big umbrella and my little bitty frame body. If the wind picks up, we'll be floating over the cemetery. Singing just a spoon for sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. See, I still remember that. Ain't that hilarious? Let you know that I've watched Mary Poppins a time or two. But hey, if you like Dick Van Dyke, yeah, you're gonna watch it. Pretty couple. Now over here, this is some more of my family. They're the Reeves, on my mom's side and my daddy's side. They connect, like 3 generations up on my mom's side, and you go over, and it trickles down in my daddy's side. Funny, ain't it? It's hilarious. But Martha, she is my great-grandpa Eli's sister-in-law. But Lawrence is my cousin and was my great-grandpa's cousin. So Martha was my grandpa Eli's. Martha was my grandma's sister. So he hooked Lawrence up with Martha, and I guess the rest of the story is history. But that's Lawrence Jr. So if you're kids of Lawrence Jr. or grandkids, I'm related to you all. But I don't know how many kids they really got. Now Jim Garrett Road is right on this road on them houses right there. Jim Garrett, he's buried in here, somewhere. But like I think he's up here somewhere. But he lived on this road, but I'm trying to find him. Bunch of Garretts. Here's a Garrett from Nancy Garrett. 1851 to 1955. She lived a good, long life, didn't she? She almost made it to 100. Yeah, we're gonna walk over there right now before I get into a typhoon here. 'Cause so like and subscribe. Here's a cross for somebody. And Cosby was a military man. Thank you for your service. I mean, he ain't got no plaque that I can see unless it's, here it is. Duh. I was on the wrong side. Thank you, Cosby, for your service in the military. Appreciate that. So like, subscribe, and share, folks. I'm not going nowhere. I'm just doing what you call intermission. The best I can. I want to go over here because I found something for you, what was I saying? For you people that your last name is Kreider. Okay, wherever it is. I mean, it's over here. But the grave marker is flat on the ground. So I'm trying to remember where it was I seen them. So, I think they're right over here by that bush. So how's everybody doing? I tried to lay the, I pinned it, Miss Sidesteppin. Okay, the Kreiders. I'm talented. I had the umbrella on my head while I did that. I think they're right here. But there's a daughter that's buried, well, she's buried up the way here. We'll go with Floyd first. Now, if you can't make that out, April the 10th, 1905 to August the 17th, 1995. And his wife is Geraldine P. Kreider. March 19th, 1913 to June 25th. I can't see that, but 1981. But their daughter's buried over here. But I don't know, I can't remember if it's older than theirs or not. I believe it is, to tell you the truth. Now that memory serves me. So how is it? How? I can't talk. How is everybody? If you can tell me how you're doing, I would appreciate it. You see how I'm doing. I'm trying not to get soaked and be like Mary Poppins with the umbrella. Okay, I ain't past it. It's right. Woo-wee. Anyway, the wind blows. I'm trying to find it. I think it's right here. If I'm correct, yep. Now this is old. No, that ain't the Kreider. But it's here. There it is. I went the wrong way. Yeah, she might be his mama. Mary E. Kreider, August 22nd, 1878 to April the 8th, 1961. But I don't know where her husband is. You can't hear me? You might have to go out and come back in. Because I don't think I muted nothing. Hi! Oops, I took a picture. Can anybody else hear me? Can you hear me? Anybody hear me? Because my wife said that she can't hear me. Yeah, you can hear me? Can you hear me now, honey? I'm trying to stay dry. It's hard. I'm holding the umbrella and holding you all with a stick. Got the phone on a stick. Yeah, I'm trying to, this is one of those live streams. I'm talented. I just found out how talented I really am. Oh, I won't. That's why I'm staying dry. Now I got a story to tell you guys about this man right here. William, he was actually born overseas. His mom and dad came over. His dad got sick, and so they went back, I think it's Ireland. And so he passed away. Hi, Justin. How you doing? His daddy passed away. His mom came back here, and he settled right here in Cumberland County. So there's a picture. When I do this cemetery, I'll put his picture on there, okay? But this is, like this here, that's his sister right over there. She married into the Rhodes. She's Patty, right there. So ain't that cool? You don't know who you got buried in a cemetery unless you look through Find a Grave. And I actually went on Ancestry, I do believe, for him. So let's walk over to my uncle's grave. Oh, he had a couple he had a couple graves on the way over there. This here's an old smith. So if you're a smith, you might be interested. The Williams from, let me think a minute. Oh, good grief. I can see it, but I can't tell you where it's at. Ireland. Ireland. That's where he was from. I do believe that's right. Correct. But I put something about him. Yeah, William Cooper. He's right over here. I'll take you back over there again. But his dad died, and he's buried over there. Now, I don't know where his mom's buried. But there he is. Yeah, William Cooper. Yeah, baby. You said honey. Yep, William Cooper. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncy. Bouncy. Don't mean to be. I'm going to show you this little boy. He was 11 when he passed away. Yeah, in a way. You got people that came over from different countries, You know, some people were born overseas, but their parents wanted a new life and came over here. But his dad got sick over here, and so they moved back to where he was from, and then he passed away. And then his mom decided that she was going to come back over here. Now this is some of my family. Dewey. There's Dewey right there. And Ida. I think it stopped raining. Maybe it has. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that right there. I don't think I need that. There's Archie, or Avery. He had something like polio or something like that. Here's Avery, or Archie. Good grief. Can't get it together. Hi, Mom. Hi, Sis. I see ya. I see ya. Pop up. That's my mom. Spendthrift. 1947. That's my mama and my sister. They live together. That's Michael. But check out the dates. Ain't this creepy? Look at this, September the 5th, 1977. Now, I'm gonna take you to his two sisters. They died in a car wreck. Now, look at when they died. September the 5th, 1982. 5 years to the day that their brother passed away. Ain't that creepy? You're Chinese? You can't understand me. Well, just put it in translations if it does that. Yeah, ain't that creepy? 5 years to the day. And they just had a car wreck right up the road here. Yep. A rainy night. They had a double funeral. Now we'll go to Uncle Aaron. Say happy birthday to Uncle Aaron. Not that he's gonna have any more birthdays, but just for their respect. I always say, the first time they die, they pass away, celebrate their birthday. But then the next year comes, celebrate their heavenly birthday when they passed. So before we do, I have to cover up my aunt's information. Aunt Jan. We are here celebrating your birthday, Uncle Aaron. Happy birthday, Uncle Aaron. Not that you can probably hear me, but happy birthday to you. You would have been 75 years old today, but he passed away 2 months ago tomorrow. So, happy birthday, Uncle Aaron. Happy birthday. I think I got a picture of him now. Don't worry. If it goes green, I know what I'm doing. I ain't got no bad pictures. Nope, wrong one. Let's see. What do I do? My curious... Oh, I think this is it. If it goes green, don't worry. Be happy. I know what I'm doing. I ain't got no dirty pictures. There's Uncle Aaron. May you be resting in peace, Uncle Aaron. Hey, Joshy, this is his when he passed away. Since they ain't got it on his tombstone. And while we're looking at tombstones, here's my cousin, James. He passed away 10 years ago, April the 28th, and we buried him on my birthday. Right on my birthday. And I'll show you a picture of James. There's James. Jambo. Another picture of James when he was little. Want to remember him? While you're at it, I want to show you Uncle Aaron again. Here's a picture of him. He was a big deer hunter. Here's him with the deer. Remember the antlers that I showed you? That's from that deer. I think that's... See? There's the antlers. But here's the kids. That's Noah in the back, Amy in the front, and there's James. So there, happy birthday, Uncle Aaron, paying tribute to you. Yeah. I don't know what's happening to the phone, but it's doing some kind of funny business. But yeah, I'll show Jambo again. Well, not his picture, but that's what we call him, Jambo. We're gonna have to clean that off right there. Yep, Uncle Aaron is with Jambo. Maybe I gotta push a button again for it to quit doing that. Well, it ain't doing nothing, so maybe not. That was funny? Mom said that was funny. I don't know what she said was funny. Then over here, we've got Jeff. Jambo worked for Jeff. Jeff was married to my cousin, Mary, the oldest daughter of Uncle Aaron's. But they were in the logging business. That's why James cut a wrong tree and the limb fell and hit him in the head, and that's all she wrote. He was 36 years old, and then Jeff had a logging accident in 19. Here's a picture of Jeff and my cousin, Mary. There's their married date. Yeah, I got a lot of family buried here. You started laughing. Okay. Miss Kim started laughing. Yeah. Now, I can't show his information But Miss Kim, once you see the picture, we went to school with Tammy. She passed away in 2022. I have to hide her husband's information here with my hat. But there she is. You remember her from school? No, I'm not working. I'm on medical leave. I guess you could say I'm sort of working doing this, I guess. But that was Tammy. She was a sweet woman. Sweet girl. Really quiet in school. I rode the school bus with her. She was a really sweet girl. It's a shame when I seen that, I was like, oh, Tammy passed away. I just, going through cemeteries like I do, and well, if I see a picture, if I see the picture of a person, I'm good with pictures, but I like a face with the name. Hi, man. How are you? 253. How you doing? I just shorten you down, okay? I can't say it, okay? Mag. I just say Mag, okay? How you doing, Mag? You doing okay? Please remember to like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna do a cooking live stream tonight, okay? You ain't gonna wanna miss it. I think we're gonna do a chicken fillet. Some kind of chicken fillet. I'm gonna cook it on the oven and we're gonna stir fry it. Enough of the bacon. I've baked enough. I'm gonna just fry it. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And someday this week, I'm gonna find Laurel Ingalls Wilder. I've got her cookbook. So when I find it, we're gonna do some of her recipes for you. Okay? That's where me and Miss Kim went for our honeymoon. Here we got another service, man. And guess what? It started to rain. Well, sprinkle. I don't think it'll hurt the phone too much. Thank you for your service, sir. Good looking young man. His wife is a Nellie May. I tried to hide her information because she's got a beautiful picture. Ain't she beautiful? But she's still with us. Mahaney. That's their last name. Well, folks, I hate to end it, but I'm getting rained on. And I need to go home and eat me something and take some medicine that I have to take that I should have took yesterday. But I'm not one of them persons that I like to eat in the morning, and I kind of forgot to take it. So you can whoop me later, Miss Kim. So, I love y'all. Take care, and thank you for watching Sidesteppin Adventures, a Mid-Tennessee adventure. And I love you all. I love you to the moon and back. So, please like, subscribe, because in the kitchen, I am a funny, funny guy. I'm not talking that way. I'm talking that way. So please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you all tonight, baby. Tonight. Okay? I love you. God bless you. And Miss Kim, I'll call you. Okay? Bye-bye. Love y'all. Mwah.